Well, welcome back. This morning we are talking about something a lot of people across the Midlands are dealing with right now: allergies. From sneezing and itching eyes to congestion that just won't go away. This time of year can be tough, but how do you know if it's seasonal allergies or something more serious, and what you can do to get relief? And this morning I'm sitting down with a doctor from Lex Health to kind of tell us all about it. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Well, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So first off, we want to talk about just seasonal allergies in general. What does that look like?
So allergies, usually people are going to have symptoms during the certain seasons where they're allergic to the things that are out. Right now it's more tree pollen and grass pollen. And with allergies, usually you're going to have a lot of clear, watery drainage from your nose, nasal stuffiness or congestion. A lot of times itchy, watery eyes can go along with that. When we examine people, we'll just see everything looking really swollen, almost some having a little bit of a bluish hue to the lining tissues inside the nasal passages.
Wow. And when it comes to allergies, what are some preventative measures that folks can take? Because I know for me, I typically don't have allergies until I have them.
Yeah. So there are medications that you can take, but I'll first talk about just things we call them environmental controls. How do you reduce your exposures to certain things? And so obviously you can be indoors and you'll have a little less of the outdoor pollen, but I like to be outdoors. I don't want my patients to have to be indoors all the time. So, but when you come from outside to the inside, sometimes changing your clothes, or if you have a jacket on, taking the jacket off, even showering can kind of reduce the pollen that stays on your body and kind of continues to keep the process going.
Absolutely. And for parents who have children with not just seasonal allergies, but just allergies in general, what are some of the things that they can do to kind of, cut back on that as well?
Yeah, and good point. In addition to just the seasonal things, a lot of times there are what we call perennial allergies where they're there all the time. Molds and dust mites and pet dander, those can be some of the big things. If it's pet dander, then you want to try to keep the pets out of the bedroom where the child is at. For dust mites, sometimes there are dust mite-proof pillowcase covers or mattress covers that can help. Washing your sheets in hot water, drying them on high heat, and doing that every week. Dust mites are kind of easy to kill, but they come back really quickly, so you kind of have to keep doing it over and over and over again.
Oh, wow, you learn something new every day.
Yeah. And then there are a lot of medications I'm happy to talk about too, so if those things are can help. Yeah.
And so typically we hear springtime is when allergies are just so prevalent. Yeah. Is that the case, spring, because of the flowers in bloom and all the pollen?
Yeah, it's more than the flowers. The flowers always get blamed because they're showy and pretty, and they come when the pollen's out. But it's really the pollen from the trees around, the grasses that are around, that are more problematic than the flowers themselves. But yeah, so during the spring, around here it's usually March, April are pretty bad for both tree and grass pollen. And then the grass pollen kind of hangs around through the whole summer. And then in August, September, October, then you have weed pollen. The grasses or the trees go away, but then the weeds start to pollinate. So you'll have a lot of fall things. Hay fever, people sometimes call that. Fall allergies.
Absolutely. And I know for me, I didn't necessarily realize I had allergies until I moved into the Tennessee Valley.
Yeah.
And it was really, really bad. I had to kind of go and get like medical treatment for the pollen. So that is a thing where people can, like, the over-the-counter drugs just don't work. They kind of have to go see a physician or something of the sort.
Yeah, there are a lot of great over-the-counter drugs though now. The things that would used to be prescription only, now there are a lot of them on the shelf. There are antihistamines, Lexington Claritin, the generic versions of those. The nasal steroid sprays, which are great, are now all over the counter. Flonase and Nasonex and Rhinocort, there are a few of those. And then another nasal spray that's a little different called Azolastine, or the Astapro is the brand name of that. That's another thing that can be added even on top of the Flonase. So a lot of them are good, but yes, sometimes that's still not enough, and people need to get tested, consider immunotherapy or allergy shots, which are trying to kind of fix your immune system to no longer make you reactive to those things that you're being exposed to.
I might need to take a deeper dive into that avenue there.
Yeah.
Well, absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us this morning and giving us this information on these allergies, because I know a lot of people, they are dealing with those seasonal allergies as well as some lifelong allergies as well. So we definitely appreciate you stopping by this morning. And we're going to place this interview on our website, WLTX.com, so you can recap anything that you need in order to kind of ease those allergies as we head into the spring. We'll be right back.